All right, guys. So today is the 12th, right? So we got like 3 more days of back defense. Um, I think I've shown most of the stuff that I like to do as far as defending the back. One thing um, that I don't know that I've shown that I want to talk about is how you attack the feet if somebody doesn't switch their body triangle. So I want to talk about that, how I can step on their legs and hip in to encourage somebody to open their lock. You got to understand, and I would say this is true of all joint locks, that like there's some people that are double jointed, there's some people that just don't care. Um, who, I grew up skateboarding, so my ankles have been shredded multiple times. Like, so like my ankles, like you're probably not going to tap me with an ankle lock. You start to twist it where it applies the pressure to my knee 100%. But we got girls in here whose arms go this far backwards the other way. We got, rubber shouldered people. Understand that joint locks in general should be seen as a way to break down my opponent's defenses, a way to injure and maim them so that they have less weapons, less tools available to defend the strangle, right? The strangle doesn't matter how strong they are, how tough they are, if they're hopped up on drugs. You cut off the blood to somebody's brain, they go to sleep. So understand that breaking the ankle, breaking the arm, breaking the wrist, tearing the shoulder, all of those things really just break down your opponent's defenses to the strangle in a life or death fight. Don't expect an armbar to finish a fight. A lot of times I've seen jujitsu guys, especially in MMA, get an armbar, the guy's arm pops, and then they, oh my god, and they're dumbfounded that the jujitsu technique that worked in training all of a sudden didn't work. It worked. You hurt the guy's elbow. I guarantee it hurts. It's going to be harder to throw punches. He's going to have less strength to defend strangles. But don't ever assume that a joint lock's going to finish a fight. The only sure way to finish a fight is to separate somebody from their consciousness, right? So no blood to the brain is the end all be all. Everything else, just understand that like, yeah, these are great techniques. We want to know how to do it, but don't count on it and don't be surprised if you run into somebody where it doesn't work, especially the higher you go in competition. Okay? Adam? Actually, is Mars in this class? No. You taking class just because he's got longer legs. I'm not gonna be able to body control. Yeah, yeah. So Mars is on my back. Boom. I'm defending the choking arm. Mars takes me to whichever side he wants. He puts in that body triangle. Okay, I'm still defending, 2 arms on the choking arm. I like to keep this clamped so that he can't switch sides, right? If I'm loose here, he can pull that top arm out and that becomes the strangle arm. So I clamp down here. I'm going to leg press to switch sides to put his body triangle on the mat. And a lot of guys will open up their body triangle. As I do that, I come up, I start to switch, boom, and he switches. That provides me an opportunity when that opens to go reverse quarter capture into the unraveler, which we showed before. That's not what I'm going to show right now. Right now, I'm going to show what to do if he doesn't open the lock. I'm here, I step my leg out, I use that elbow to help push. He brings it over and he just says, I'm keeping my lock. I'm going to step my top foot on his ankle. I'm going to bring, that bottom foot through so that both feet are on his ankles. And then I'm going to start to press my hips into his leg for the tap. Okay, I'm pinning it so he can't move it. He can't open things up. And then I just start to hip in for that finish. Okay. Um, I just want you guys to feel that and play with that so you understand why I have to open up my legs when they leg press. Why I don't want to wind up here keeping the body triangle in. He pins this leg so that I can no longer open it to take this hook out and then starts to apply straight ankle lock pressure with his hips. Does that make sense? You guys need to see it again? Yeah, one more time. Let's go on the other side this time. So boom, he brings me over. Boom. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we're here, right? I go here. He didn't switch his lock. Top foot steps on, bottom leg comes through. Both feet are stepping on it here. So it's pinned. and then I just start to extend my hips. Okay, so just play with that. Understand, most people will switch their lock, but there are guys that won't, and understand that some of the guys that won't, that this isn't going to do anything either, right? But we want to be able to attack it and test their ankle flexibility. If they're not going to open up the body triangle, we're certainly going to try and footlock them. And if it doesn't work, then we'll start working on plan B and C. Questions? Let's play with it. 1, 2.